Hello, good evening, and welcome to eModels Monday with me, Chris, and the other two are here as well. Ted was here, but then he wasn't here, and then he was here, then he wasn't here, then he was here, and he's not all there, Ted.
Yes. Well, we've known that for a long time.
Hopefully he'll be in chat, although he hasn't made it to chat yet either, so we don't really know.
I'm not even convinced his laptop can cope with loading up YouTube chat. Never mind.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine how warm his loft is with all the exhalations of all these grown-up Ted words?
Hang on.
Yeah.
He says,
if you're new to the situation, Ted's computer died, so he's been trying to access things through the internet and through his computer and laptops and things, but I don't think his laptop's got the internet. So we're not
he actually
sure.
says he's not going to make it
return
at
at some point, but at the moment he's not here yet.
Absolutely. Don't stress over it, Ted, mate. No, Foxx is more than happy to host in your absence.
I think he can watch. I don't know. He might be watching on his phone or something, but
yes.
Ted's here in spirit, if not in body. So hello to all of you and welcome to an eModels Monday with us, the eModels team. Look, team-like things, and look, we're all wearing team uniforms and stuff. We must be. We should get different colours, so you can be like the pink eModels Ranger and stuff like that. We don't
got the pale one, the pink one, and the shiny one.
Foxx would definitely have the pink one, wouldn't he?
I'm pale at the minute for some. Hey, what? Just no.
So yes, welcome. Other than that, Foxx can now do terms and conditions.
Hello, everybody. Be nice. Send me sandwiches. Done.
Sorted.
Yes, as always, it's an eModel show for eModels.co.uk, your one-stop shop
for all your model making needs.
There you go. That's you told. So there you go. Yeah, all your model making needs. If you're watching this and you're embedded in Facebook or Twitter, do feel free to come and join us on YouTube, where you can join in the live chat, because we all have the live chat in front of us. And we'll be doing the what's in store later on, where you've got to be in the chat to win nothing. Absolutely nothing at all. If you are in the chat, please keep it family friendly, because of course it is a show for eModels.co.uk, your one-stop shop
for all your model
making needs.
So please make sure that. Please make sure you keep it family friendly, no swears and rudeness, and also please refrain from discussing other model retailers, because that's not cool. You don't go into Tesco's and start talking about saying
Ted is in chat. Ted is here. He says, I'm here in chat on my phone, as my laptop can't handle chat as well as YouTube. So, yeah.
Yeah, we did ask Ted, how old is your laptop? And he went, it's got Windows 7 on it.
Yeah.
Hang about. Festa's been in chat as well. Look.
Hey, but I get special dispensation for that one, because I was issuing hugs to Marcy.
No, I'm have to ask Ted about that one. Is Festa allowed to do finger words for Marcy?
He ain't here, is he?
That's true. That's true.
And you'll be the one who has to tell Marcy why you stopped me from issuing hugs.
Oh, I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
I don't have to do now, nor nothing, neither, nor nothing, never. No,
Foxx tried to stop me, Marcy. Shame on you. Shame.
I did nothing. I'm just thinking about pot noodles. I can't think of it about anything else.
I fancy a beef and tomato, I must admit.
Yeah, I really want pot noodle. It just popped into my head now.
I don't know what's wrong with you. You're just crazy.
Yeah, so anyway, be nice in chat, and please don't mention other retailers. And there you go. Don't forget, tonight, folks, we do have a fantabulous giveaway to draw. A pulling of the winners. I can't get the words out. Pulling of the winners from last week before last, because we had all the problems. We are giving away the GODHAND Semi-Pro brush set. You have a little pointy one, a slightly bigger pointy one. You have a dry brush, and you have my favourite, a filbert. I love that word so much.
You're a filbert.
What do I have to do to enter this giveaway?
They have to go on to the previous live stream that was actually, I don't know which one it was now.
Oh, I dread to think what I was thinking
24th
then.
Of July. 24th of July. You have to put a comment on that. It can be anything you want, and just put any comment on there.
Yeah.
I have tried these brushes out and some of the other GODHAND brushes, and they are really good. So, yeah. We'll pull the winner later on in the show, and I shall warn you now, it's my what's in store.
Oh, dear.
But it's really easy. So, and there's no Warhammer in it.
I did think I might knew what it was, and then I got confused, but you said that there was a red herring.
Well, there's not a red herring, but there's an extra product in there that's not really related to it at all. But it is
that'll be a red herring then, won't it?
Not like the definition of a red herring.
No, because it's not. I mean, it's not. It's just there because it's something interesting. I didn't put it in there to confuse.
There's a collection of things, and then there's another thing.
It's not. It's not as meant to distract you though. It's just there as an extra one on top because it.
Are you going to tell people which one it is?
No. Yes.
So it's a red herring then.
No, I will tell people which one it is. And what I'm going to do, by the way, I'm going to start doing it from this week, because I always meant to do it and never did. When we finish the show, I shall go in and put the list of the What's in Store products as a comment on the video. So in forward times, or anybody who's watched the stream can go back later and can actually find the links quickly. So when we finish the stream, I'll put a comment on the video and I'll pin it to the top so you can see the link for all the I suddenly realised that. I thought I could put it in the descriptions, but then people would see what the What's in Store is in advance and they might get a leg up to win.
Do you know that sounds quite professional?
That means that when we do What's in Store, we've got to make sure we send you the links.
No, they'll be in the eModels Monday chat, won't they?
Yeah, they'll be in the Facebook chat.
Yeah, only if we bother putting them in. We don't always do that.
Well, then you need to sort your nonsense out then, don't you, Chris? Otherwise, I'll get Gemma to come and take you.
I always do, because I'm a good little fester.
I always do, because I do.
And it's only so that I know where I can click them, because when I shut them down, I forget what ones I had. So.
Fester likes to know where he can click them. You always like to know that, don't you, Fester?
Like a bit of clicking, yeah.
Yeah, don't forget, folks, of course, pension. But how come I'm suddenly presenting again, Chris?
I know, it's because you're good at it. You're better at it than us.
Don't forget, folks, of course, bench and belly. I'm in it now. Might as well.
The Bobbins has finished the 148th Global Hawk.
Oh,
ding!
I've done.
Have you done?
Oh, you're good.
Already. Did you ding? Did you ding your ding?
Yeah,
bench and belly.
Done. Yeah.
What's in the bench? What's on the belly? What?
And who's your beverage of choice?
What's your beverage of choice? Yeah, thinking out loud again, Cole. Yeah.
And don't forget, we don't really care about what's on your bench. We want to know more about the food. So you can do a quick thing of your model and then give us lots of details about the food.
Yeah, well, Muse has already got a food thing. Nice tuna and tomato with cheese sandwich, but not for Foxx.
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah, none for you.
I like tuna. Tuna's nice. And as you've just obviously realised, the other thing we do is if you finished a thing in the last few weeks since the last show, you get a ding. So let us know what you've built and completed in the previous 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
We'll give you 4 weeks because we had a couple of streams that didn't work. So
Ted's doing the dings in chat.
Yeah.
Who is?
And don't forget, folks, because Ted ain't here, we are a bit giving with the dings. So
the committee is in absentia, so we can.
Yeah. Bobbins has also finished a 70-second Tiger Moth biplane. Ding.
Ding.
As well for that. Yep.
Hang on, I could do a little bit of a ding. It might not work. I've got my bear claw back scratcher. How's that?
Better than I expected.
If I leave it over there.
You're going to hear the shattering of a mug in a minute, and he's going to have a very wet leg.
It's my eModels mug, my eModels mug, my eModels mug. eModels.
That's going to end up like Tony's eModels mug held together with duct tape, then, isn't it?
Or like TK's, which is just a mug that he wrote eModels on it.
Yeah.
Or eMopels.
Who stuck the sticker on it? Who was that? Who done that?
That was Tony. He stuck a sticker.
That was Tony, wasn't it?
Yeah, because he never got one. Bobbins here finished Global Hawk. Let's have a look. Vernon's Cave is in this evening. Oh, welcome, Vernon.
Hello, Vernon, and hello to everyone who said hello to us in the chat as well.
Yes. So, how are
sometimes
you,
the chat moves too quick and we can't see and comment to everything, but you're always welcome.
Yeah.
We appreciate every one of you, even if we don't say so.
Not that I'm throwing Chris under the bus, but Gemma's put in, I've completed 3 1,000-piece puzzles. Ding, a ding, and a ding.
Get a ding for
there
that.
You go. You get a ding for
you
three
only get
things.
one ding, because it's one thing. She knows the rules. If you want 3, you have to say separately like what
Colin
the
gave
Bobbins
it
did.
3, so I simply followed that.
Chris, bear in mind, you're in the same house, mate. I'd
I'm
be
not,
very
and
afraid.
that's the secret, see? She's moved out.
Oh, right.
She's moved out for the week. She's house sitting for the her parent.
This is why you're feeling so brave.
He's all cocky, isn't he? Except, yeah, but Ted, Chris, just remember, she'll be back in a week, and then that'll be a whole week's worth of stuff she's going to have to deal with.
That's in the future. You don't need to worry about the future times. Let them worry about themselves.
Yeah, it's a good job none of it's going to be recorded on the internet.
Mate, when I've been home alone,
around here, so
when H left me home alone, I actually confessed that I put a picture up on Facebook of me touching her microwave buttons because I just felt guilty.
Yeah, but don't forget the last time you did that, you put the picture up and didn't tell her, and she's like, "Oh, you were like, how did you know?" And she went, "Because you put a picture on Facebook, you idiot." And you went, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
I think
Paul Allen Ryder has just finished printing a new shuttle bay for his 350th Enterprise, and his belly is steak, chips, and mushy peas.
Mushy pea! Mushy pea! Lee Barrett says, bench decaling a P47D in 1/72 and belly hamburger and chips.
I do like a hamburger.
Oh, nice.
Gemma says, Christopher in capital letters. You're getting the Sunday school voice. Christopher, I will remember. Do not worry.
He's got a defiant look about him tonight, Jem, isn't he? He's all like Larry, isn't he?
I'm just curious now as to what the difference between a hamburger and a beef burger is.
One's ham, one's beef.
They're not, though, are they?
You never get a hamburger made out of actual ham, though, do you?
No, it's never made out of ham.
Yeah, that's
Not
a
anymore.
point.
They must have been originally.
Is it because a beef burger's without a bun and an hamburger's in a bun?
We just fell for Chris's handbrake turn to steer the conversation away from him being in the dugout.
Yeah, but I'm
works.
getting back to it. I'll get back to
Because
it.
we've gone back to food, so I knew that it distracted you quite a lot. So it's
Because we can tell Chris is feeling Larry because he's got a bit of the old pigeon head, isn't he? He's like, yeah.
I could make my own dinner.
Yeah, I
leave
ain't
the seat
scared,
up.
am I?
I can have what I want for dinner. That's the thing.
I can pee with the seat down.
And
Don't
Jem,
care.
he's been having the TV on very loud.
That's just because I'm getting old and can't hear things properly.
Yeah.
He's been watching DIY programs.
Yeah.
It's almost as bad as when you've got little kids and you find yourself watching telly late at night and it's still the kids' programs.
Do you do what I do and go, oh, God, she's going to be home today? And you look at the kitchen worktop full up with all the discarded things where you've been in bloke mode. I'll leave that there. I'll do that
Actually,
later.
there's less washing up now than there normally is. It's all sorted. It's tidy and sorted down there. I don't know.
See, Chris is in that defiant mode because he's not realised that he'll get to like half an hour before she gets back and he'll be like, oh no, what did I do?
Jem's just put in the chat, Christopher, nice try at changing the subject. Looking forward to seeing you on Wednesday. She's there now with a rolling pin. Oh,
Is it,
yeah.
it's factoids time, isn't it?
Tell you what, Festa, if there was ever a time you needed to have built and painted that Festa bus,
Oh, mate, honestly, yeah, Chris is going to be the one under it. Bobbin's belly, big pile of bolognese. Bench is a 48 scale I-16 fighter. It looks like a cartoon toy.
cool.
Yeah, and Lee
I've
says
just got a
next
text
week.
that says behave. You can guess who it came from.
Yeah. Lee Barrett says next
You're
week
doomed.
Gemma's in the house and Chris is in the doghouse. Absolutely.
Bobbin says Chris is doomed. It is the way. It's the way.
Absolutely. So, yes, folks, it's factoid time. I've just realised, as Chris has dropped me in the corner there, Uranus rings, folks. In 19... Stop it, you. Stop it. Don't. I've been trying to work this out, how I could say this.
Don't just throw that out there. Don't just throw Uranus rings out there. You have to give us
Uranus
the ease,
rings, folks.
You have to ease it. Oh, I just said that, didn't I? Oh, God, no.
Yeah. Stop trying to hide your receding hairline behind your hand there, you girl. I saw what you did.
I wasn't.
I'll take my hat off. Yeah, anyway, folks, Uranus rings the 1994. Behave. Your Hubble Space Telescope with an H photographed Uranus with its rings and several in them. This is what it says. With it,
Did we do the thing about this being a family show? I can't remember.
It photographed Uranus with its rings and several inner moons. Bright clouds showed up in the southern hemisphere of the planet. Hubble gave astronomers the ability to again study details of Uranus rings and details of planets previously seen only briefly whilst Voyager 2 went past Uranus. Let's see what I did
Stop
there.
putting me full screen.
Are you all right? Calm down.
You've been sat on this for 3 weeks, haven't you? You've been sat on Uranus
No,
for
I
3
loaded
weeks.
it up tonight. You was there when I said, "Oh, I forgot me factoid." We got some births for you, folks. Starting off with a British physiologist called Richard Darwin Keynes, and he was born on this day in 1919. What did he do? Pioneering work on mechanism, underlying the conduction of action potential along nerve fibres. Ooh. There you go. Who else have we got? Let's have a looky, Lou. Scroll down. Where's he gone? We got a French mathematician.
Always mathematicians, the French, aren't they?
They are. They're mathematician-y, aren't they? Called Jean-Gaston Darboux, and he done work on partial differential equations, introduced a new method of integration, the Darboux integral. There you go. Contributed to infinitesimal geometry. There you go. So he was born on this day in 1842.
Do you know, I was fine with maths at school until it got past additional subtraction. When it got into division and fractions, I was like, nope, I'm out.
I used to like a bit of the old fractions, I must admit.
Fractions are
And I used to
right.
just get...
It's
cold
when,
sweats.
when you go start using letters instead of numbers, that's when it starts to get a bit...
It's a bit too Greek for me.
Oh, God.
I'm getting ready. Hang on.
Yeah, you might want to... I'm not going to look at that screen. Right, we have got a German neurologist, a neuropsychiatrist, Baron, who opened the field of sexual psychopathology. He's recognised as an authority on deviant sexual behaviour and its mediological aspects. His name...
tonight? Where are we going?
I know, we've had Harris's and his name...
Is
His
this because
name
Ted's
is...
not here to keep charge and...
See what happens, Ted. You need to get your computer fixed.
His name is
steal
Baron Richard von Kraft Ebbing. And he wrote a book, I suppose, because he wrote it, on the subject called Psychopathilia Sexualis in 1856. It contained 51 case histories of the hundreds of medical and court reports he had collected, and was derived from the names of the Marquis de Sade and Leopold von Sacher-Masoch. There you go.
So he was a curtain twitcher.
I think he might have been. Who else have we got? Last up, we have got... Oh, God, we got a Danish physicist for your delectation.
I've got a moth.
I haven't done Danish, have I? But anyway, it's an easy one.
We're about to find out.
Yeah, his name is Hans Christian Ørsted, with one of them through the O like that. One of them.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever. You want to get launched on that. And what did he do? He's a chemist whose discovery of an electric current in a wire caused nearby magnetised compass needles to deflect. He was the father of electromagnetism.
I discovered an electric current in an electrical wire. Well done.
Got some deaths for you now, folks. He says.
Serious now.
Yeah. Well, oh God. We got a French physicist and physical chemist called Frederick Joyler Curie. And he was personal assistant, coincidentally, to Marie Curie at the Radium Institute in Paris. He won the Nobel Prize. Stop it! Nobel Prize in chemistry in recognition of their synthesis of new radioactive elements.
Marie Curie.
Behave. Who else have we got? Let's have a looky. Oh, they're all easy, aren't they? Oh, he says. Got an American archaeologist, a naturalist, a museum.
That was easy, wasn't it?
Yeah, a museum director called Frederick Ward Putnam. He died on this very day in 1915. And what else did he do there? Yeah, he was just an archaeologist. A bit boring, him, isn't he? And last up,
just an archaeologist.
We've got a Swiss-born US educator, in other words, a teacher, a mathematician whose works in history of mathematics were among the most eminent of his time. His name is Florian Cajeri. There you go.
Ooh, that sounds like kedgeree, which is food, and I'm hungry now.
That is your very professionally done births, deaths, and facts, folks.
Thank you very
Now you
much.
know
I do
more than
notice
you
that
ever needed
Katie
to
is
know
actually
about.
watching this week when you decided to go all nasty and rude.
I am very sorry,
youngest
Katie, but
child
your
is
dad
watching the
told me
stream
to
and you
select
go on
all of
about
them.
planets.
Yeah. Have you recovered from our galactical journeys? Don't know what that was, but
Yeah, I think so. It's just next time, could you just ease us into? No, I'm going to stop. Could you just
you want me to ease you into your?
Stop that sentence. Oh.
Yeah, don't just go straight into it.
Yeah.
Work around the edges first.
So you don't want me to go straight into your?
No.
Post it. Sorry, Marcy. I'll be good.
I pity anybody coming in now and trying to be serious.
Gemma, Chris said, do that one. He did, honest.
Bobbin says, Festus
what?
Factoid's the highlight event. That's the only reason people watch is what they can win and to your factoids. Everything else is just filler. Ted says to you, Chris, use paper plates, no washing up.
That was ages ago. Yeah.
I know. We've had a lot of chaos since then. Using letters as numbers in maths is easy, says Katie.
Well done, Katie. Well said, love.
Yeah, young people and their mathematical abilities, they scare me. Bioshock is in. It says, working on Italeri 1/9 scale Yamaha C60 Tenere, or Tenere. Is that a... You know your bikes, Cole?
It's going to be a bike, isn't it?
Yeah. Cole?
Sorry, mate. I wasn't paying attention.
Italeri 1/9 Yamaha 660 Tenere.
Oh, yeah. Run. Yeah. Don't know why I did that.
How's it pronounced? Tenere?
Tenere.
Tenere. Combining it with the parts from a ProStar SWM19 that I picked up for a £5 from a car boot.
Did you just realise the irony of what you just said then? You asked me to pronounce something. How's it pronounced, Cole?
Well, I figured you'd be all right with motorbikes.
Yeah.
No, I was reading chat, mate. I was trying to see where you'd got to, so I lost.
Lee Barrett says, I think I ate a Marie Curry at the weekend.
Yeah. Bobbin says, honestly, Colin's been the highlight of my day. I'm glad I made your day, my friend.
When you say day, I think you mean week.
Yeah.
You missed me, really, didn't you? You're right there, Foxx. Have you calmed down?
I just feel like I've been on an episode of The Infinite Monkey Cage there for a few minutes.
Yeah. Do you want to make sure? Do you want to text Jen to make sure she's not fell out of bed, mate?
Falling off the steer or something.
Bless
Anyway,
her.
so how have you guys been? How have you been, guys? What have you been up to this week?
Oh, loads of things, as you know from the frolic. I've been doing buildies on things, and yeah. So
For everybody who's watching and might not know.
I'm not going to show one of them off because it's a video build and I've got to edit the video. But I started doing a little Goliath, and within an hour or so, it was finished.
You accidentally finished it. Yeah.
I then
Nice little snack.
on the frolic, I started building a truck. And finished that, so I got bored. I thought I'd have a go at turning that into a bit of a wall. So that was my first attempt. That was my first attempt at doing a bit of wall carving, folks,
That
with
is nice.
breeze blocks and
That is very nice.
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I
Very,
thought I'd
very
have a go at doing that.
Very, very quickly, for people that don't know, how did you do that? Just very, very quickly.
How did I do that? I scribed, as you can see, I scribed lines using a knife. I then went in with me spudger round the edges, just to round them off. I also used the plastic photo etch bending parts from a photo etch bender, just to round them off. And then to push the bricks up, push the bricks in, I 3D printed a little brick pusher that you push on the front, press against the bricks, and it rebates bricks, so it gives you a little bit of contrast and contour.
It's one of those techniques that you think is going to be really, really complicated, but when it still takes some skill, but it's like it's not as
Yeah, I
dark
sat
and
there
mysterious
doing that in my lounge. You was messaging me, weren't you? What you doing? What you doing? And I'm like, I am carving a wall.
well, mate, a brick wall.
So yeah, some my friends, I've done a bit of carving.
Yeah. What about you, Chris? What have you been up to?
Not very much, really. Same as normal. I've been doing some part works and things that I've been working my way through. Doing some fake
part
wiring
works
on
have
the
you-
DeLorean, which is all good fun.
Ooh. What part works have you got on the go then?
I've got 8 of them on the go at the moment. It's ridiculous. I've got part works coming out on my channel every morning. There's a different one coming out.
All the part works. Oh, my neighbour's cooking a curry and I can smell it.
Yeah. Of course, we had our Eleanor deliveries today as well, Chris, didn't we? So he was
Eleanor
like,
came yesterday.
Yeah, I must have a word with Pete, mate, and see if he's interested in actually stocking part works. Or doing them.
I'll see what you
A
do.
lot of
I'll
them
see what
can
you
only
do.
get mail order now. They
Well, I mean, you
don't
can go
seem
to a
be in
newsagent.
newsagents so much anymore.
You can go to a newsagent and order a part work through them. So I wonder if you could
Some
do it
of them,
through,
but
say,
a lot of them you can't now.
Might put it to Pete or James and see what they think.
Yeah, you just
I
want
have-
to be their resident part work builder, don't you?
No. We want to do that. They're all too big. I haven't got space. I this week have only been working on the last few weeks 2 things. One is the Wednesday Bane Blade that we've been doing. Me and Colin have been doing our Bane Blades on Wednesdays.
I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I did the coloured stripe, the tactical stripes on the front this week. Weathered them up a little bit so they look nice and scruffy. And then on the Friday show, I'm still working on my bluey car. I've now finished the interior, put Foxx in there.
It's not blue.
I just need. Not yet.
Forgot
I've got-
about that as well. It's only sat there. Duh.
Yeah, and I've got to. Oh, you didn't do it on Friday, though, did you? So
Nah.
I've got to do the exterior, make it look like my Fiesta, and then we're done. Put the wheels on
There
it.
you go.
So, and that's all I've been doing because I haven't had any time because real life's getting in the way at the minute. And next door's curry smells really, really nice. Ooh.
Absolutely. Shellard
is
says,
it
all
Mary?
in all, it's another
Mary curry?
brick in the wall.
So now about Britain,
Mary
it could be a
curry.
Mary curry. Could be a
Could
Mary
be.
curry.
Yeah, that's that other bloke, wouldn't it? That curry geezer.
There's a moth in here as well. All I can smell is proper homemade curry smells. Garlic, lamb. Oh. Really, really hungry.
Sure, what's in store, mate?
It is.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Should
Am
we
I
do that
doing that
now?
now,
We're
then?
only a couple of minutes early.
Am
so
I
we
doing
might
that
as well.
now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
go on then. Yes,
Yeah.
okay. I've got to do me an introduction. Hello, everyone. It's
Shall I
what's
do
in
the
store
introduction
time.
for you? Will that make you feel better?
Go on then. Then I'll
It'll
get
stop
happy
him
then.
whining, Chris,
Oh,
because
why?
he's...
Fox is going to do what's in store. There you go. Fox has got what's in store. If you don't know what's in store, then sit yourself down. I'll tell you all about it. All he's done is gone to the eModels store, the eModels.co.uk, your one-stop shop for all your model making needs. He's
For
had
what,
a look
Colin?
through.
Was-
your model making needs.
How many things did you specifically choose this week?
I think I've got 7 this time.
7. He's
Have you got-
specifically
have you got a
chosen
red
6
herring?
things that fit a nice theme, and then he's put another one in. It's not a red
an extra
herring.
one.
It's just
No.
an additional optional thing for you to buy.
No, it's a blue trout. It's not a red herring.
It's a green heron.
Blue trout.
So
Don't know what that means.
in a moment, Fox will become on the screen, and he will
I
present
will,
to you
I will become on the
these
screen.
7 items, one at a time, and he'll tell you a little thing about each of them. You can look at them all with all of your eye holes. When you
Well,
know
don't
what
what?
the theme is, don't
Eye
say it.
holes.
Don't put it in chat. What happens if they put it in chat too soon?
Figure of shame.
They get the finger
Finger
off.
shame. Finger shame. You get shame fingered. So don't do that. Wait until
mate,
he comes
James,
back
mate,
on
I'm so
screen
sorry.
and says, "What's the theme?" Go.
I think we're all
Then
fired.
you put it in chat, and then you get the prize. What do they win for getting all the prize for guessing the theme?
What did they win, Carl?
Nothing.
How much?
Nah.
Absolutely nothing.
You might get the hamster that we used to clean the vacuum tube out. It might come through accidentally, but you can keep.
Been a few weeks.
Yeah, I
It might
think
be a bit
Harry the
sticky.
hamster's a bit brown bread, don't you?
don't
Because
think
You
He's
might be
moves that
bits
far.
of a hamster.
he's been stuck up Ted's tube for 2 weeks or 2 months, isn't he? Bless him.
Let's not go there either. No.
Oh, darn, on the rings
Right.
again, aren't you? Oh,
Fox is what's in store. There we go.
I have no way to just recover from any of the. Right, yes. So we have many fine items tonight. Will you press some buttons for me, Chris? Because I'm rubbish. We have many fine items. I'm happy to admit it. If I press a button, everything breaks and the internet falls over. Many fine items. There is a theme, but the last one I show you, I think the last one, is nothing to do with it at all, but it's very tenuously. But it's just an extra one because I saw it and thought, oh, that's cool, and I wanted to add it. So ignore the last one. That's not part of the theme. It's very easy. Don't overthink. Minimise brain activity like you normally do when you're watching us. It's the normal way. So we'll start off with the Modelcraft Swan Morton Scalpel Blades number 10A times 100. As we all know, you want to use your modelling knives and scalpels and various things for all your cutting and shaving and everything, you need blades. When you're working on a model, you want to get the fresh blade as often as possible. If you're trying to get all the nubs and things off a model and you've got a scruffy old rusty blade, you're just going to hack it to bits. So if you get a whole mess of blades, then you can always have a fresh one for each new bit of plastic you need to cut. You have as many as you want.
You need blades.
Blades. Now, Swan Morton ones are fairly standard. They're kind of an industry standard. They are designed for medical profession, really, but they're stainless steel. Where are we? It said something about them. They're Sheffield stainless steel, which is some of the best stainless steel in the world. You get 100 in a box, and most scalpels with a disposable blade that have the snap-on blade, they'll fit these. So get yourself a whole mess of blades.
Yeah, I think the 10A is the standard, just the pointy.
Yeah, 10A
it goes,
pointy
clicks on that little handle, doesn't it?
10A is that standard size. So they've got loads of other sizes as well. I can't remember. They may have the little disposal boxes, but I'm not sure. And they also do smaller packs of blades and things as well. But, get yourself some blades. If you can have as many as possible, 22 quid, that'll last you a good few years, that. And you can swap your blade out every time you start a new kit. So go for it. So there you go. You have some Sheffield Steel non-sterile carbon steel VPI protected surgical blades. Do you like that?
I do.
Next up. Now, this is a bit of a holy grail kit, as you can see, but it's a pre-order, and it's the Border Models 132 Avro Lancaster B Mark III dam busters with full interior, and it's got new toolings on it. It's a special reissue. It is available now for pre-order on the website, and it's due out in November, December time. So if you've been looking at getting yourself the Border Models enormous thing the size of a house,
it's a variant a lot of people have been wanting, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of people have been asking for this. So it's if you've been looking to get one of these, if this is one of those kits that you can get and spend a year building, it's more than worth it. And if you're wondering about how big it is, let's just say, how big could it be? Let's see.
It says on the box, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, but numbers mean nothing. There's a wing. There's part of a wing. Look how big that is.
It's a very small hand.
You could transport a child on that.
What I like about that is all the panels are textured as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's some of the engine cowling there, I think, and you've got the beautiful riveting effect. And the detail as well, I know I can't really zoom in, but the detailing on this, on the little bit of interior there, is just insane. Look at that. All the little wires and greebles. This one's better. That one's better. Look at that. All the cables and wires are there for all your components. It's an absolutely beautiful...
for a little while.
Marcy says, my birthday is in November. Just saying. Good segue, Marcy.
Yeah, they got some brand new parts, some clear parts, and dam buster specific parts, because obviously it had the bomb, which other Lancasters didn't. It's an absolutely beautiful model. If you didn't get one with the first issue and you've been waiting for the dam busters version, this is the puppy for you. It's available for pre-order now, and it's a once in a lifetime model. You could be working on this for a year.
It's basically, a dozen kits in one big huge box, isn't it? It's the way to look at it.
It's the same kind of thing as Ted's 135th U-boat that's 5 feet long.
Yeah.
It's one of those kits. It's just enormous. And it's absolutely beautiful, and it's fantastic. And it's won lots of awards as well, so the original one. So that is up for pre-order now. Treat yourself, a once-in-a-lifetime kit. You can work on... I think you could spend a month just doing the cockpit or one of the ball guns. It's just amazing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm looking at just one of them panels, the weathering potential just on that one panel.
Yeah.
The detail you could get.
I was thinking one of us could do it as an eModels build, but there's none of us have got a workbench big enough to deal with that.
Yes.
And I would like to ship it back to eModels.
Yeah, it would be a good one. Well, you could actually just get it to fly back, couldn't you? Out of interest, is one of the fuselage halves clear then, so that you can see in all that detail?
I don't know if it says anything. Let's have a look. That's the history of the Lancaster. It doesn't have any specific information. I don't think it does have a clear hull though, clear fuselage. It does have the full spans and struts and everything else. I think you have the option of cutting it around. And
I was going to say, I suppose you could do one half as a cutaway, couldn't you? So
yeah,
or you could just look it up inside and you'll know it's there, and you'll look at it and you'll think all that inside is there as well. It's lovely.
It's basically museum quality model. And you could put a long time of a lot of work. Scale Model Muse says years. You could spend years. So it's one of those kits that there's probably, if you're making it, there's probably not a lot of stuff you could do to add to it. Like a lot of people add things to model aircraft because they've not got all the details. Probably just, apart from a crew, doesn't need any of it. Anyway, that is the very, very special, and this is why it's in here tonight, because I couldn't not mention this. Border Models 132nd Avro Lancaster B Mark III, the Dam Busters variant with full interior, and that's available for pre-order now and should be in towards the end of the year, November, December.
There you go, folks. Do you think that's going to be a bit of a Dora kit where once they're gone, they're gone?
No, because Border Model, it might be. I mean, it might. This specific one might be like a limited. Doesn't say.
Yeah,
limited
I can
edition,
see
but
the
you never
Dam
know.
Busters one being limited, but the other one's going to be around.
Yeah. The other one's
there's
going to
one
be
around for a
around
while.
because that's more of a generic, isn't it? But I think this one's quite a niche, isn't it? I don't know what that is, but that's a niche apparently.
Is it a niche?
I mean, the thing, Nietzsche, who's a philosopher. The thing with the door is it was a small company that made them. It wasn't a big, massive manufacturer. I mean, Border aren't massive, but they are big. So that truly was an enormous kit. So, but yeah, I mean, this one might. It doesn't say limited edition, but it could be one of those kits that, you know, if you miss out, you miss out.
Grab it
So,
whilst you can, folks.
yeah. So there you go. That's the Border Models. Enormous, big thing the size of a car. Next up, remember, number 3 is the one you contractually obliged to purchase. Is the and I got this. I thought I know who can talk about this. Is the Revell 124th London bus?
Yes, the Revell London bus. I didn't do this beautiful version, I must admit, but I hacked mine about to become almost, like this. It's got all the photo-etch grille, all the photo-etch panels in it, and it's an iconic thing, isn't it? We all remember. Those of us that are British anyway, we all remember jumping on and off a Roadmaster bus up in London. And this is the souped up version where, like on my standard one, I cut the door so that it slid and all of that lot. But this one comes with that already.
Yeah.
The potential for this is you can light all of the internal panels, all the signs, which... bit of plug-in. If you go through my channel, you'll see it on there all lit up. You can't go wrong with this. It is a platinum edition London bus, this one. You've got all your photo etch needs. And if you haven't done one, I'd thoroughly recommend it because there's a hell of a lot of plastic in this kit.
Yeah, a lot of photo etch. There are two variants available, like Colin says. There is the simpler, more basic kit, but I won't show this.
You get your standard version, but this is the premium version, isn't it?
Yeah, with all the photo etch, and it looks absolutely.
It does make the difference. It really does, folks.
I have seen
really
reviews of
stands
this.
out.
You know how we'll knock Revell a lot of times, but I have seen reviews of this, and it is apparently a very, very good kit.
It looks
They can knock the ball out of the park when they need to.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's the good thing is as well. It's so big, everything opens, but you could spend weeks and weeks and weeks. You could get yourself a load of 1/24 scale figures to fit in it, and just spend weeks and weeks and weeks just painting figures to go in it.
I am tempted to bat an email to James, mate, and say I'll build one for eModels, but all the advertisements on the side would be for eModels, your one-stop
that's an
shop
idea.
for all your model making needs, and just do them one that's unique to them. So
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Do it.
so keep an eye out, folks, because I might just message James and say, here, bung one of them in me future list, and I'll do you one with all the eModels livery on it.
Now you do realise I'm showing pictures here with the gold coloured bits. You know what that means. You realise what you're suggesting.
Yeah, I do, mate.
You're voluntarily suggesting you expose yourself to the dreaded devil's metal.
No, Devil's Metal, but I'll do it as a one-off for eModels because
It'd be worth it. You're good at photo etch anyway. I don't know what you.
Yeah. So
yeah,
there you go, folks. Look at that. All the
is that
detail.
wooden detail as well?
That's the wooden deck for the wood trim, mate.
Yeah, it's got wooden decking.
It's really has, and there's all your brass bits and bobs, your grab rail for getting on and off the bus, and your dinglings and all of that lot. But look at that lot. And I built one of these. They are a wonderful, wonderful build to do, folks.
Nice and big.
Yeah.
So there you go. That is the Revell 124th London bus, the Platinum Edition, with all the extra bells and whistles.
There you go.
You're all contractually obliged to order that because it's item number 3, cash in number 3. We're only joking, by the way. Next up, we have the excuse me, Special Hobby 148th Airspeed Oxford Mark 1/2 Commonwealth Service. Now there are actual two models from Special Hobby of the Airspeed Oxford in the store. I picked this one because there's two. One has a lot less images of the kit itself, and I wasn't sure if it was a simpler kit, so I went for this one because it's got more pictures of the kit But there are 2 different variants with 2 different colours schemes. And this is a nice little kit. I can't really tell you much about it. It was apparently designed as a training plane during World War II, towards late World War II. Excuse me, and was often used for gunner training because there's a little gunner bubble in the back there.
Bubble.
Bubble. But it looks like a nice little kit. Lots of clear canopy work to be done. What's that? Commonwealth Service. It's got an interesting colour scheme though. The one that it's.
The beauty of it is as well is you get to run around your bench doing airplane noises. Because you can do the air traffic controller, ready for takeoff and all of that. Yeah, you can do all of that. Especially you, Chris, being at your home alone. Think of the fun you could have.
Yeah, you could.
You can get the Star Wars stuff out. You could have proper Star Wars stuff.
Going down the stairs, going, I'm losing control.
Oh, yeah. But don't let Gemma see you dressed up as Leia, because she might be a bit concerned, mate. Just saying.
Yeah.
She probably wouldn't.
Yeah. Well, interesting little, steady now. Interesting little plane because it's an unusual subject. It's again, I like the fact that we come across all these planes that nobody's ever heard of before, and it's always from these like smaller manufacturers or manufacturers you're not that familiar with, like ICM and Special Hobby. And they're not small, but not a lot of people know about these, man. And they're always the subjects that I'd never heard of this plane before. A lot more cool things. So yeah, that's the Special Hobby 148 Airspeed Oxford Mark 1/2 Commonwealth Service Edition. There you go. Next up we have another aeroplane. We have the Copper State Models 132nd Bristol Scout Type C. Big biplane. With more devil's metal, of course. Only a little bit of devil's metal, though.
Satan's metal.
Yeah. And this looks really, really nice. Being a biplane, it's not exactly a complicated structure. Well, it is, but it's not like, got millions of...
Got an extra whole extra wing to a normal plane.
Well, yeah. But it's basically canvas over wood, so it's... it's not like you've got to build 1,000 parts just for one wing, but it looks really nicely detailed, or it is really nicely. But the thing I like about this is it comes with an actual instruction book. It seems that looks like a flight manual. It says assembly manual, Bristol Scout biplane C type. I like that. It's quite cool. It's an actual sort of soft foldable book. And you've got various different decal schemes you can do. Scout before the crash on August 31. You've got CU-1225. Those are real ones. Naval Air Force Service. Royal Naval Air Service. Oh, look at them. Yeah. Yeah. 1225 RNAS again. So you've got various different colour schemes you can do. You can go for the traditional...
It's a biplane. We all need to build a biplane in our modelling careers.
And especially at 132nd, you can have great fun rigging that with your Easy Line or your Ammo by MiG rigging. Scale rigging. So, and I really must do a biplane at some point. I must actually get back into doing planes. I used to do planes as a kid. No actual model information on there, just the historical information and a nice set of decals. So there you go. It's the Copper State Models 132nd Bristol Scout Type C.
Nice little kit, that.
Yeah, it should be quite big actually, 132nd as well. So next up, it's that film I know everything about. I don't.
Yeah.
It's the Revell 124th Fast and Furious Dominic's 1971 Plymouth GTX. Not as cool as his Dodge Charger, but hey, it's a Plymouth GTX. What can you say about that?
Yeah, but it's got gold on it, Foxx.
Yeah, it's got gold stripes on it, which is always a winner.
Absolutely, black and gold, nice.
Yep. And again, we do mock Revell sometimes, but one thing they're good at is curbside cars, or even in this case, full engine cars.
Absolutely.
You can add your own HT leads and stuff to that, and that would look absolutely amazing. Nice detail on the engine there. It's actually painted competently as well, really well for a Revell box art, which is nice. Nice change. I just said that, didn't I? Never mind.
You did. You said that out loud.
They didn't get. It's not been painted with half a potato as it usually is.
You need to let the SWAT guy go now, mate. You need to let him go.
It's got a nice interior to it, lots of chrome trim. And it's not an overall complicated build, but those of you out there, you shiny car people who like your shiny cars, it's a Plymouth GTX. Come on, it's a
Is it just me, or have they put the stripes on the wrong way around?
No, it is just how they done that one. Some of them had a stripe going over the rump. Some had a stripe down the middle. Some of them had a stripe on the sides. It's just a way of varying it up, I suppose.
Yeah, it's quite nice that going down there with the two intakes. It complements the two intakes quite nicely.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, I love me American muscle cars from the 70s, and Plymouth GTX, it's almost as good as a Dodge Charger, almost.
Yeah.
It's not quite as good as a Hemi-Cuda, but that looks like, you shiny car guys out there, you could have a blast with that. And it's actually really nicely painted. That's a really nice paint job from Revell there. So get a few.
It's just something about the muscle cars of that era, isn't it? They are seriously sexy cars.
Yeah,
That's just how it is.
They actually had a sense of style and oomph. Nowadays, what do you call them? Jelly molds. They're all jelly molds nowadays.
Jelly molds, mate. Yeah.
Modern cars, boring.
Absolutely. That's Dominic Toretto's Plymouth, folks.
Yeah. So there you go. That is the 124th Fast and Furious Dom's 1971 Plymouth GTX. Nice little bit of a bill for you there for your shiny cars. Next up, we have the last one that's to do with the theme. Is the Trumpeter 1350 HMS York World War II British York class heavy cruiser. For those of you ship boys and girls out there who like your ships, it's a ship. If Ted was here, he'd give us half an hour talking about it, but it's
350th scale, so it's not a bench killer. It's a decent size.
You
So
got
it's,
some of the launchable aircraft there to go on it, because it would have had the catapult launch aircraft on it, I think, even in those days.
Yeah.
It's not a waterline kit.
No, nice bit of dazzle camo on it.
Yeah, if you're good with the saw, you could make it a waterline kit.
Oh,
Lots of sprues.
Do a nice little C dio, couldn't you, at the end of the day, with, I say little, it's 350th, so it's still going to be,
nice.
About 50 centimetres, 60 centimetres?
50.8 centimetres, exactly, actually.
Yeah. So,
Beams 49 centimetres. No, 500 millimetres, and 4.9. Yeah, there you go. I don't know numbers.
Yeah.
17 sprues, 330 parts, all made from 2-directional slide molds, deck wood pattern finely rendered, contains display stand, photo etch parts included.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, devil's metal. So there you go. Now, that's all the ones for the theme. I'll show you this next one, but this is nothing to do with the theme apart from it's slightly related. But I just found this and I thought, I've never seen anything like that before. It's a diorama piece if you want to make some scenery for a 172nd aircraft. You can get the low relief hardened aircraft shelter.
Oh!
It comes pre-made and pre-painted. You can repaint it if you want. It's not the full depth. It's made to look like it's got the full depth.
False perspective in the
false perspective, that's the phrase. But it's a nice little display for your 172nd aeroplanes.
Look at that.
I'm trying to think of a word to say like jellybopters for airplanes, but I keep not thinking of it.
Geroplanes.
I can't. It doesn't happen, does it?
Nah.
So it's a nice display piece if you want an interesting way to display your 172nd planes, or if you've got a load of 172nd aircraft and you want something to use as a photographic backdrop, you can take them.
Perfect, isn't it? Yeah.
Using that, and it comes pre-painted and pre-assembled, so you could repaint it yourself if you wanted to.
Use it as a vignette, can't you? A little runway board or something like that underneath it, and Bob's your uncle.
Says it's based on the Cold War Haas at former RAF Upper Hayford in Oxfordshire, UK, where the structures are protected scheduled monuments of national and international importance.
There you go.
Because they go back from they originated back in World War II, don't they? So there you go. It's the low relief hardened aircraft shelter. But again, this isn't anything to do with the theme. I just wanted to show you that one because it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's something different, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'll quickly go through them again, see if you can get the theme. We have the Modelcraft Swan Morton Scalpel Blaze, number 10A, pack of 100. We have the incredible 132nd Avro Lancaster Dambusters version with full interior. We have the Revell 124th London Bus. Ding ding. We have the Special Hobby Airspeed Oxford Mark 1/2 Commonwealth Service. We have the Copper State Models 132nd Bristol Scout Type C. Dom's 1971 Plymouth GTX, which is as old as me. And we have the Trumpeter 1350 HMS York class heavy cruiser. So there you go. So I shall say that's all the things. What is the theme for today? Go. It's really easy. It's really easy. Really easy. Really easy. And I actually learned some things when I was doing this, because there's some things that I thought fit with the theme that weren't actually.
I say it's easy. I think it might be not so easy for some of our international viewers.
Ah. Could be on something there. Chat is thinking. Skipper Scale Model says, I need USB power for the intertubes, but my laptop won't power it. I have a backload of hamsters. It's like a room full of tribbles.
No.
And the bobbins is... Well, actually... Yeah, I'll give it to bobbins, because I think they are. The bobbins is in with English cities. I did try and include some Scottish and Welsh and Irish, but I couldn't find any. that are relevant. Yes, well done, Bobbins. You've won yourself. What's he won, Cole?
Nothing.
Chris,
Da-da.
are you able to like start the tube propelling, Chris, from your end?
No.
Can you pump? Can you
don't
prime
have
the
tubes. No.
Have I got to
They
prime
came to
it
fit
from
the
here?
tubes and I was out, so they couldn't do it. So
Dunk.
I'll pump it from here. Hang on. Right, ready? Nothing on the way to you now through the vacuum tube we installed in your ceiling that you didn't know we put in there.
you might get bits of the hamster.
Yeah, you might get a little slidey bit if the skin all sloughs off it. So yes, it was English cities. Now I learned a few things because I put a load of products in and realised the things I thought of weren't actually cities. And funnily enough, there's not that many cities in the UK.
No, there ain't. It's a big thing, innit, getting city status.
Yeah.
I went to Wales, and Wales have got like about 5 cities, and that's it. Ireland's got about
There's
6.
a lot of criteria, innit, in the UK to
Yeah.
get a city status. And
I
a
think
lot of
I had-
places
who did
want
I
it.
I had. I can't remember where I put Essex in, and Essex in a city. So I did look searches for places I thought were cities, and in the end I just got a list of UK cities, and I was like, wow, half of the things I've got aren't actually cities; they're towns. So yes,
Is it something like one every 25 years they choose? It's something
I think they
bizarre,
can do
innit?
whatever, but
there's-
it's got to be ratified by the Queen or the King now. But
yeah, it's a lot of criteria that they have to meet, innit? And
and it's like to be a town, you have to have a market that's had a charter for 1,000 years and things
got to
like that.
have a royal warrant or something as well,
Yeah.
haven't you, nearby and all of
You
that.
get like
governs.
charter towns and things like that. Right, so yes, well done. It was. Do I need to explain them? I'll go through
I don't
them
think
really
so.
quickly. HMS York. York is a
it was
city.
easy.
He's going to anyway.
Plymouth's a city. Bristol's a city. Obs. Oxford's a city. Lancaster City. London's a city. And this was tenuous because it's Sheffield Steel.
Sheffield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost forgot to mention that bit.
Yeah, that
and
was
this-
the Chris effect, wasn't it, that one?
Yeah, this one isn't anything. This is in
He's
Oxfordshire, but
learning
it's not
very
actually in a
slowly, but
city.
he's learning.
He is Chris.
Yeah. So there you
He
go. It was
is.
all cities. So well done to Bobbins. You've won. Hopefully, you've had your nothing by now. Told you it was
Yeah, he
complicated.
says he's got a rather mangy, bad-tempered hamster that's arrived.
Yeah, it's still alive. Then that's why it's bad tempered.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got the hump in it.
Several probably. It's not been fed for a while.
You still
Ew.
have a few minutes to go across to the previous episode of the eModels Monday and put a comment on for your chance to win one of them or 4 of them.
Some
One
God
pack
hands,
of
because
them.
don't forget, eModels are the European supplier of God hand products, folks.
They're a
Have
God-hand
they got
seller.
back in yet? Do we know? Have we
Your
looked?
one-stop shop
Yeah, I think
for
they've got
all
one
your
delivery. Yes.
God hand
hand
needs.
And they do have the full range. And don't forget, God Hands is not just nippers, it's paintbrushes, pin vices, sanding products, all kinds of products, nippers, all the
Tools,
things
utensils, and things of your
Yes.
delectation.
of the finest quality.
Yeah.
Finest quality. I used some of the brushes on last week's Wednesday show.
You did.
I used a filbert.
Saying that, you did find that they really did do the job well, didn't you? And we're not just saying that because it's God hand, but
No.
they really are good. So
I mean, I was on the stream painting the stripes on that Baneblade and using this filbert, and it's like, that was red. Wow, that's just.
what did you use, mate? Which
I
one?
used filbert. I used the filbert, and it just puts on the paint so smooth and like. I did 2 coats. It was like so not streaky. So they are really nice brushes to use. I do recommend them. But yes, get putting a comment on last week's, well, the week before last show. And
Lord Bartley says Southend in Essex got city status a couple of years ago. Congratulations,
Southend.
Southend.
isn't there a Southend in Liverpool or somewhere? Is that?
Yeah, but this one is Southend with 2 F's in it.
That's with
Southend.
two A's at the start. Southend.
Yeah,
And
Fend.
an F.
'Cause it's
2
down
A's and an
south.
F. That's F.
Yeah.
Hey, right, do we have any other little... Don't give Chris daft ideas, please.
Yeah. I know, Gemma.
Do you know what's really funny? Before he won, Bobbin says, I always win nothing.
Yeah.
Ah,
But,
Lammerkins,
and
but
look,
you
he
have
actually won.
tonight.
Yeah? Yeah.
Talking of winning things, we have got the giveaway, haven't we? We have
Yeah,
got
should we go and do
that
that now?
to
Shall we?
draw. So,
Should we go and do that?
Should we go and do that now?
yeah, because it's coming up
that time?
My
closing
belly's
time,
telling,
isn't it?
my belly telling me it's getting close to put things in it. time. So
Yes, go and comment now on there, because otherwise you won't win.
because when I do that, I'm seeing food.
Yeah, that's a rather bizarre expression. I might have sat down on something I shouldn't have done. Then.
You were like this. It's your Dallas look.
Right. I shall put the link in the YouTube comment picker.
I can't remember what we asked them to put a comment about. I've got no idea.
It's
A
about
brush-related comment.
It would make sense.
We had comment
Don't duplicate.
replies. I don't think there are any, but we'll filter duplicate users. That'll be it. Number of winners. What one winner? What?
Number one is everybody's a winner. No.
I don't know. You can't change that. Show random
They've
names.
changed it.
But can we show the actual names?
I don't know.
I
They've
don't
changed
know.
it.
We'll stick with the things. No theme colours. Anyone doing any maths for me? 9 plus 2.
Oh,
9. So it hasn't got any letters in it. I don't know how to do things.
M.
42.
Wednesday.
Amount of
Really
unique
funny if you
comments,
got it wrong.
19. There are 19
Ooh.
comments. If you're not one of
No,
those
no, no, no.
19 people,
19.
then too late.
No, 19.
There's a
19.
start button. Are we ready?
Are
Shall I
you
push the
ready?
button?
Yeah.
In 3, in 2, in 1.
The winner is AJ. Congratulations. AJ
Well
has
done,
won a thing
AJ.
at the hands of God.
Yes, what was
What's
his
a
comment?
Fitting prize.
Oh, the hands of God, yes. Well done, AJ. You have won yourself the semi-pro brush set from GODHAND, available in
Yeah.
store at eModels.co.uk, your one-stop shop.
For all your model making needs and all your
Yes.
GODHAND needs.
I'm not going to
Yes,
read out the
full
number
range.
because it's massive. It's GHEBRSPSNSET.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know what you won. Tell us you won in
Yeah.
the hand.
Well, send an
hands.
email. There's an address at the top of the screen. Send an email to ted@emodels.co.uk and put in the subject of it that you're the winner of the brush set, and put that GHERBSP thing in there, that hashtag code, so they know which one. And we'll need your name, your address, and your phone number for the delivery driver, because they always want a phone number. And we'll forward that on to James Mate, who will then get one of his lackeys to put it in a box and send it to you. I say lackeys, they're all
Happy
they're all
days.
good lads.
Well done, AJ. Congratulations, mate.
Congratulations, you have won yourself some lovely, lovely brushes. Make sure to do good things with them and then put pictures up on the eModels Facebook page. Little announcement, by the way. eModels now have, only 17 years too late, a Twitter, or X. I refuse to call it X, it's Twitter. A Twitter and Instagram. Threads, that's the one. They got Threads. They got Threads, and I've taken over the Instagram and the Threads and the Twitter a little bit. So
Who could have possibly predicted that?
yeah,
Yeah, who could have guessed that Foxx would take over something?
social medias is my thing, man. So yes,
Yeah.
so make sure to follow them on Threads. I think they're eModels Ltd on Threads. That's a big dog. That sounded big.
I can hear that.
I know, I can hear it. Threads and Twitter, X. Oh, I can't call it X. Sorry, Elon, but it's Twitter. So yeah, make sure to subscribe to those as well. They're both eModels Ltd, I think, on both of them. And then you'll be able to keep up to date with latest releases and things like that, and all good stuff. And we might do little things on each of some of those, like specific to those platforms occasionally. So yeah, so make sure to follow. So they're now on Facebook, Twitter, Threads, Instagrams. I don't understand Instagram. I'm too old.
You can always call it Twix, couldn't you? Because it's a bit of both them.
Yeah,
what I do.
or you could put the X at the start, but X in Chinese is shh. You don't want to say that out loud.
Oh, it's...
With rings, yes. Colin's
Focus.
yes. So yes, so make sure to follow all the social medias. I say we may do platform-specific things in the future, little giveaways and stuff. So
Yeah. Keep an eye out on them, folks, because
yeah.
you've got to follow to be in with the chance. So
And if you like send us pictures of your work on, say, like Twitter or something, I can make sure they go onto Facebook and stuff as well.
Now, 2
right,
weeks'
that's-
time is a bank holiday in the UK, so we won't be
Yes.
here.
no,
But
We'll
we
be
will
like this.
return after that.
I'll be doing that all day because I don't have to do anything. It's a bank holiday.
You won't, will you?
I'm stopping now. I'm stopped now.
got to say,
I'm
can you
tired
please
now.
not do that? That was very, very disturbing, mate.
I am tired. You can tell, can't you? Because I'm all hyper. I'm like a 5-year-old.
He does. He gets like this. He gets hyperactive.
He does.
It's like, I'm 5 and I've just stopped having
He's
afternoon
missed his
nap.
nap sign.
It's like a child that's had too many E numbers during the day, isn't he? Mum, can I have a rabbit? Mum, can I have a rabbit?
So yes, keep an eye on your like and subscribe and all that, and click the notification bell to find out when we return. I'm sure these guys, when they do their Wednesday things, they'll tell us when we're coming back as well. So.
Yep. We'll probably come back the week after the bank holiday.
Do you realise Chris has issued us both with responsibility there, folks?
I'm not here. You ain't seen me, right?
Is that a comment? Yeah, we'll remember, Chris. Trust us.
This is the guy who can't remember where he put all
We'll
the
either
bits
be
for his
here or we won't.
Beyblade.
So tune in every Monday just to find out if we're here or not.
Yeah, tune in every single darn Monday ever.
You wouldn't be alone, because I have done that before. I have sat here before in this stream, wondering where this lot are, and put a message in. Where are you all? It's bank holiday, mate. Damn it.
He actually sat in the eModel stream one day, and when we were doing a Wednesday show, and I'm sat in the Wednesday show thing going, where the heck's... He's like 5 minutes to go. He's like, I was in the eModel stream, wasn't I? I've been there for 20 minutes. Right, I think we're done then, aren't we? Is that it?
We are done. Thank you all very much. It's been fun.
Yes. Yeah, don't forget
Hopefully,
to go
Ted, we didn't let you down, mate.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
you
hopefully
did a
we did.
bit, but you know.
I think we probably did. I kind of hope we did, because then we're like the runaway children who get to be told off at some point.
Is he going to make him come back quicker? He
Might
knows
do.
we can't be trusted unsupervised.
We might be bullying
Yeah.
him into actually getting a new computer.
Yeah. He'll be sitting there tonight going to Mrs. Ted, I've got to buy a computer. I can't leave these 3 pillocks alone. Look what they've done to my show.
He's like, that's it, I'm going to have to go out and steal one.
Yeah.
Right, well, I think that's going to do us. So, everybody, thank you very much for watching. As always, it's been fun and slightly crazy. Don't forget, of course, this was a show for eModels.co.uk, your one-stop shop.
For all your model making needs and GODHAND needs. GODHAND.
How many needs, Chris? How many needs, Chris?
All of them.
How many needs, Carl?
All of them, not some of them. All of them.
Especially
Slap it
if
in
you
your
need,
basket.
You slap it in.
Right. Yeah.
Especially if you need a filbert. For all your filbert needs. Anyway, take care, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. We shall see you in a few weeks' time. And don't forget, of course, go to eModels.co.uk, and that's it.
Buy all the GODHANDs.
Good night.
By God hand. By God hand.
See you later,
Adios,
folks.
amoebas.